I'm a mother, and I have 2 kids. They're grown now, and I'm also a lawyer. So I had to pack in all my helicopter parenting on the nights and the weekends. And I was a super, super involved mom. I was a predator drone helicopter mom. If my kids so much as got near the television, I didn't want them to know we had one. If they got near the television, I'd zap them with a project. And when they got into the Cub Scouts, I wanted to stay real involved with them. I learned that the Cub Scouts have an event every year, kind of like the Oscars. It's called the Pinewood Derby. And the kids, they design their cars, they race them down a 10-lane track, and there are all sorts of prizes that they win for those cars. The main prize is not to be humiliated in front of the other 4th and 5th graders. And believe me, that's a pretty tough crowd. And the reason they're so tough is that in 3rd grade, they learned the F word, and in 4th grade, they figured out how to use it in sentences. And I just did not want my kids to be called some kind of female body part in my presence. So the stakes were really high. And so I wanted my kids' cars to be just as nice as the ones that all those dads helped them make, with the Dolby sound systems and the sanded wheels. But when they passed out the cars, I kind of panicked because I realized, these 6-inch wood car box in the box wasn't a car. You had to attach the wheels and all. I panic because I don't know anything about engineering, I don't know anything about aerodynamics, I don't know anything about carpentry, I don't even know anything about painting for that matter. But we went home, we spread the newspaper out, and got the car out of the box and started spraying. But the paint didn't look just quite right. It was really splotchy. So it needed to be spread out, so you know how you can take a frozen stick of butter from the microwave and put it in the microwave and zap it, and it'll get to be like you could spread it. So I thought the great idea, Brian, let's put the car in the microwave and so see if the paint will spread out. And well, the paint kind of erupted like a case of volcanic car acne. Clearasil I tried for 3 weeks before the Pinewood Derby. That just didn't clear it up. So needless to say, his car did not win that year. But a lot of the dads were coming up to him afterwards and saying, "Great job, kid," because they could tell that he didn't have any adult assistance. So the next year, my younger son, it was his turn, and he begged me, "Mom, do not help me with my car." So I was pretty busy still taking my older son's car to the dermatologist. So I went along, and he designed his own car, and he painted it and sanded the wheels. And if I even got near him, he sent me to my room. So that year, his car won Best Overall Car for 1037. But the parents were coming up to me and saying, "Way to go, Mom," because they credited me for that car, and my son was pissed. I felt like Goldilocks with the first 2 bears. My being a helicopter parent didn't work, and my being a free-range parent didn't work either. I figured I should stick to making porridge for grizzly bears. But I took them to soccer. I was the soccer mom, and we drove them around, and every year, at the end of the year, they both got the same exact award. Both of them. The Head in the Game Award. And I'll tell you what that means. I have to translate. It doesn't mean you're good at, doing a header. It means you're darn slow and you can't kick, but you're great at telling the other kids what to do. Mike, give it, pass it to Dave. Except when they got the ball, of course, they pass it to the other team. So I do take a lot of credit for teaching my kids to be strategic thinkers. They're really great strategic thinkers. I taught them at a really early age. When they were like 3 and 4 years old and wanting to kick each other or punch each other, I'd say objection. So they'd go run around the house and they'd say objection, objection, and I could rule on their objections. And that worked until they tried it in their first grade class and the teacher gave them detention. But that was okay because I got some free childcare out of that. It was time for high school, we had a problem because they had to take their cross-examination skills somewhere other than at home with their parents. And the school didn't have a debate team. So my older son, Brian, started an underground debate team, and they used to meet in the closet of their advanced placement history class. And that worked great until one day they were talking so loud, they were doing their speed talking so loud that the janitor who was in the other closet, who was helping a cheerleader with some pom-poms, came out and, tried to find out what all the racket was, and the school discovered they had a lot of underground activities going on. But while I was the driver for the debate team, when it was an underground team, I used to drive my kids around, and we used our old beater van. The kids loved it. And I was really proud of my kids because by then they had learned how to say the word fornicate in German and Japanese and Spanish. They had advanced so much. I was so proud of my kids. The kids named the car Carboxyl Love Bus, and my son Brian gave it a Facebook page. Pretty soon it had more Facebook friends than I do. But it's kind of a sad story because I painted the logo for the team on the side of the van, and it didn't look quite right. I had to take it to the dermatologist, and she said it had some terminal car acne, but we had to give it away to Cars for Kids. Still has a Facebook page, but she hasn't been posting very much lately.